Guys, welcome to today's vlog. Today's going to be slightly different. We're up at the 2017 cycle show at the Birmingham NEC. Now I come here every year because basically I love cycling. Last year when I was here it was just me and the camera, but this year I'm pretty lucky. We've got Ian. Say hi, Ian. Ian is on the other end today. So guys, what we're going to do, we're going to take you on a little bit of a tour. All the major brands are here. You've got Canyon, we've got Trek, we've got Cube. The list just goes on. And some of the bikes are just absolutely incredible. So we're going to go and have a look around and see what's going on. We'll do some interviews. We've got someone very special lined up, and hopefully we can grab an interview with him in just a moment's time. So guys, let's do this.
We've been wandering in the dark, a million miles apart, going nowhere. Believe that even if we're lost, you know it won't be.
Okay guys, we are here with this legend. I don't need to introduce him, obviously. How are you finding the show so far? Are you having fun?
Yeah, it's great. A lot of cyclists fans. It's just unbelievable.
So it was, correct me if I'm wrong, 1968 to 1970 you rode for Faema. So that's a 50-year association with an incredible brand.
Okay.
So I have a question. Do they actually make good coffee?
Really good. The machine is good.
Yeah.
The coffee, they make coffee now. The machine is good. But also good coffee inside.
Yeah. So 3 years ago, I cycled around the world, and a lot of young people ask me, what does it take to be a good cyclist? And I say, look, it's just time on the bike. But I'd like to ask you, what would your message be to those young people out there aspiring to be a professional like yourself? What advice?
First of all, you need the passion. And then also you need a big engine.
The passion, the engine.
And working very hard.
And the commitment. Yeah. And you've got to want it, right?
Yeah.
Eddie, it was a real pleasure to meet you today, and I hope you have a great show. Thanks ever so much. We are on the Zipp stand, and we all know that Zipp make incredible wheels, and we're with Chris. Chris represents SRAM and Zipp, and he's going to tell us a little bit about these new wheels. So Chris, just explain, you were explaining something earlier about the design, which I found really interesting, and I think everyone else will.
All right, so these nodules here, this is biomimicry technology, which means that they looked at certain creatures in the wild, and the main one being the sperm whale, in the fact that it can turn and deviate position incredibly quickly, and it goes beyond normal sort of thermodynamics, and the reason it can do that is it has nodules along the side of the sperm whale and also on its fins. And it means it can swim very fast, but it also can turn and stop very quickly. And so they've taken this technology and added it to the wheel shape on the internals here. These nodules mimic that.
Am I right in saying it's proven that these are the most aerodynamic wheels out there at the moment?
Yeah, that's correct.
And just describe a little bit about the sort of pimpled surface.
Yeah, there's various things that are going on here. So first of all, you've got this impress graphic technology. So the graphics actually are part of the carbon fibre, which doesn't actually disrupt the aerodynamic technology that's put on it. They've got dimples here, and the dimples are put in specific sort of patterns, which means that when a crosswind hits it, it means that the wind flows across it very stably. If you've ever seen a flag flap in the wind, when it's downwind, it goes like that. That's vortex shedding, and that smooths out the wind as it goes past.
And that's effectively designed to do that same thing, is to smooth that wind flow out.
Yeah, exactly. It also has these sawtooth technology as well, which also helps with vortex shedding. And it basically means, in layman's terms, that if there's a side wind, a crosswind going across the wheel, it doesn't make that deviation across the wheel.
So these are your latest race wheels that are out at the moment, is that right?
They are,
okay. So this is the flagship model of the Zipp brand. Fantastic. Well, look, thank you ever so much for taking the time to explain that today.
No worries. All right.
Cheers, Chris.
All right, thanks.
You're getting Talking in my sleep at night, making myself crazy. Out of my mind, out of my mind. Wrote it down and read it out, hoping it would save me. Too many times, too many times.
Okay guys, I am on the Canyon stand. Now I'm here with Jack, who represents Canyon UK, and he is the head of events. Now Canyon are everywhere at the moment. They make great bikes and they've really been pushing their marketing. So I thought we'd take this opportunity to have a chat with Jack and find out a little bit about what's new, what's exciting, and what they've got sort of coming up. So just tell us about the bikes that you've got on display today and what people can expect on the stand, and a little bit about what's going on.
So shows like this, I mean, it's a direct sales model. Are crucial to us. It's one of the few opportunities we get to meet the customers, potential customers, and also show off the bikes. The stand we got here is pretty big, but we can only get 16 bikes on it, so it's a bit of a tricky decision choosing exactly what to bring. So we've tried to bring as many of the new release bikes as we can. So the bike behind us is a brand new bike for us. So it represents sort of a crossover between like a flat bar road bike and a mountain bike. So if you're in that kind of terrain, so quite a lot of road work, then this is a perfect bike for that. We've got some other fantastic bikes like the, already released Endurace, but with the updated Shimano group sets on there.
One of the things that I did want to ask you was disc brakes on the road bikes now. Sort of get your opinion on it. Do you think that is something that's really going to take off? Because I've seen some, pros now riding with discs, so it looks like that may be the way things go. And how have you guys found that?
Yeah, I mean, I think for Canyon we're converted. The performance is so much better. So much
I thought you were.
And now, the component manufacturers are getting more and more advanced with the road disc platform. So, if you look at that Dura-Race bike over there, the discs perform and look amazing. I think it's starting to become much more attractive, and both from a performance point of view and also a visual point of view, which a lot of people had reservations about initially.
And as a sort of a brand, it's quite good to see that you cater for all levels, from an entry road bike right up to the professionals, at the highest possible level. So in terms of your road bike, what would you say is your number one selling road bike at the moment?
I would say it's still probably our ultimate. Probably a carbon fibre model with Ultegra, around that sort of £2,000, £2,500 price point is probably our highest seller. However, it's been caught up pretty quick by our Endurace, which just over a year ago got an update with disc brakes. So that being a slightly more upright position appeals to a lot of riders, and it's still a seriously fast bike, so it's no slouch.
So I've got to ask you, is Canyon working on anything? What's going on in the back? Can you share any exclusive, exciting stuff that's going to be coming out?
We're always working on obviously.
Okay guys, we're coming to the end of the day up here at the cycle show. We've been on the Canyon stand, we've been on the Zipp stand, we have even met the legendary Mr. Eddy Merckx, but I have saved the best until last. And that's Ted. Ted is my friend. First of all, he's my friend. And secondly, he runs Continental Drifting. It's a great company running cycle holidays. So we're now gonna have a chat with Ted. So Ted, just tell us a little bit about what you're doing and share Continental Drifting, because what you're doing is brilliant.
Well, it started because we were looking for another challenge. I got back into cycling by doing little challenges, little bits at a time. They used to kill me, but we started off with the C2C across the northern England, then we did London and Paris, and then eventually I did Land's End and John O'Groats. And after that finished, the people I did that with said, well, let's have another challenge. We couldn't find any. And so I started doing these things on my own with friends. And they were so popular that in the end, after I packed up working in the city, we decided to do this as a business. And we've never looked back.
So what tours are you running at the moment? I know you've got some in France and you've just run a very successful tour in Spain.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about that and what people can expect.
Well, the Spanish tour is a 10-day cycle tour, and that involves 11 hotels. We cycle at a comfortable pace. We're not racers. We're there to enjoy ourselves, but we get on with it. And we break the day up into 4 chunks, and we have 3 breaks in a day. So we have drinks, break, and snacks after about 18 miles. And then at lunchtime, it's a full laid-out lunch under gazebo. Yeah. And then there's another drinks break in the afternoon. And then when you get to the hotel, we take your bike, we give you your key for the hotel, and your bags are already up there in the hotel. And then you get yourself showered and finished, and then you come down, 3-course dinner, and the next day you do the same again.
That is just a cyclist's dream.
It is.
So if people want to find out a little bit more, how do they do? They visit your website? What's the best way?
Website is a good start. That's www.continentaldriftin.co.uk. Or just give me a call on 01440 966 555.
Okay, now I know that things are going really well. You're almost sold out of the next tour. So if people want to get on, they need to get in contact and get booking. Okay,
yes, absolutely.
And they can leave a deposit, and that secures their place. Would
Precisely,
that be correct?
Yeah.
Okay,
Right,
brilliant.
right.
Okay, brilliant. Well, we look forward to following your progress, Ted.
Thank you.
No worries. Thank you.
Great to see you again, James.
You too.